Hello friends, now in this lecture we'll continue with the same, that means we'll start proving the identities. In last lecture we solved the question number 21st of main question 28. So here I will move ahead to question number 22. It's very important question number 22. Here we have to prove sine theta minus cos theta 1 upon sine theta cos theta minus 1, sine theta plus cos theta minus 1. So see, in general I told you that whenever we have to prove something, we generally do convert the trigonometric ratios into sine and cos. Here they are already in sine and cos, but here we have to use a little bit different strategy. First let me write this question complete. It is cosec theta, sorry, sine sec theta minus tan theta is equal to sec theta plus tan theta is equal to sec theta plus tan theta is equal to 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta, 1 plus sine theta upon cos theta is equal to cos theta upon 1 minus sine theta, cos theta upon 1 minus sine theta. Now definitely you won't get that much long question in your exam. Maximum 3 terms will be given to you, but all they are same, that's why I took all together. You may get that prove the first one is equal to second one, or the first one equal to third one, or the first one equal to fourth one, or the first one is equal to fifth one. Okay, so now how to solve this type of question? As I told you, here we have to follow a little bit different strategy. See, here the question in the numerator you can see there are 3 terms, sine, cos and 1. Similarly in the denominator you have sine, cos and 1. So whenever you have this type of question, that means one trigonometric ratio, another trigonometric ratio and 1. Similarly in the denominator 2 trigonometric ratio and 1, that means numerator and denominator are trinomial, 3 terms are there, and 2 trigonometric ratios will be same just by different sign. Then we have to follow one strategy. In that case we have to convert the expression either in sec theta tan theta form, okay, or in cosec theta cot theta form. Okay, we have to convert the given expression either in sec theta tan theta form, that means we have to express the given expression in sec and tan form, or cosec and cot form. Then now here first thing, that how we get to know whether we have to go with the sec tan theta or whether we have to cosec cot theta. So see, suppose they are saying ki prove this first one is equal to second one, so here directly you can see it is in the form of sec and tan, so definitely we convert this into sec and tan. Here I am telling you how to decide, then I will tell you how to convert into sec and tan. Okay, so first we will see whether we have to convert into sec and tan or cosec and cot, how to decide that. So again I am repeating, if the question is that prove this first one is equal to second one, definitely it is very easy to know because it is in the sectant form, so we'll convert this into sectant form. Or suppose they are saying prove that first one is equal to the third one, then again here you can see it is in the form of sec and tan, so definitely we'll convert the first part into sec and tan. Now suppose they are saying prove that this first one is equal to this third one, that means these two portions are not given to you. Then how to decide? Then we can say, see, if I simplify this, I can write this 1 upon cos theta plus sine theta upon cos theta. Just you have to do it in rough. Even it is not required to do it in rough. Simply we can say it will be 1 upon cos, then sine upon cos. So 1 upon cos is sec theta, sine upon cos is tan theta. That means if the right hand side is also in the form of sine and cos, then you have to check with this method to identify whether you have to convert the given expression in the first form or in the second form. Okay, now suppose the second one, this is given that prove that the first one is equal to last one. So here it is cos theta upon 1 minus sin theta. Okay, so if I rationalize this, or you can do in this way, that do write it in reverse order, that means numerator and denominator interchange this and then check. So 1 upon cos is sec and sin upon cos is tan. Okay, however this is not the correct way to solving this, but here we are interested in just to identify that in which form we should convert the given expression, in first one or in the second one. So this is the way by which we'll identify that we have to convert the first expression in which form. After, how to do this? There are two ways. Okay, there are two ways to do this. I will tell you both the ways. You will find the second one easier. So now it is we identify that we have to convert this first part in the form of sec and tan to solve it further. So sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 upon sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Now see, I want to convert this numerator and denominator in the form of sec theta tan theta. I have, suppose I divide numerator by cos theta. For a while, if I am dividing it by sin theta, for a while if I divide the numerator by sin theta, so I have to divide the denominator as well by sin theta. Now if I do this, what actually I will get? Sin theta upon sin theta. Okay, actually I am performing this sin theta minus cos theta plus 1 whole upon sin theta, then this sin theta plus cos theta minus 1 whole upon sin. I am dividing the numerator and the denominator by sin. Why? Because I want to convert it into either in sin, I want to convert it into sin and sec. But if I do this, in next step I do write sin upon sin, then cos upon sin. So cos upon sin will be cot. That means if I divide the numerator and the denominator by sin theta, this expression will convert in the form of cosec and cot, not in the sec and tan. That means I have to divide the numerator and denominator by cos theta. Okay, I have to divide numerator and the denominator by cos theta. By doing so, I will get sin upon cos, cos upon, that is 1, 1 upon cos, that is sec theta. Okay, so you have to check first. No need to do it completely, just you can check with 1. If I do 1 upon sin, what I will get? Cosec. So that I don't need. I need sec and tan form. That means instead of dividing by sin theta, I should divide by cos theta. This is the first method. Little bit complicated and lengthy. The easier one method is simply from the numerator and denominator. If we talk about only trigonometric ratios, okay, I am not talking about this plus 1 minus 1, I am talking about the trigonometric ratios. So which trigonometric ratios sign is being changed from the numerator and the denominator, or which trigonometric ratios has different sign in the numerator and denominator? Here sin theta positive, sin theta positive. Here cos theta negative, here cos theta positive. That means the trigonometric ratio cos theta has different sign in the numerator and the denominator. So I should divide by cos theta simply. Okay, so now we will start this. So I divided the numerator and denominator by cos theta. Okay, now I am adding one more step. However, this step is not required, but I am writing this sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, minus cos theta upon cos theta plus 1 upon cos theta whole divided by sin theta upon cos theta plus cos theta upon cos theta minus 1 upon cos theta. what I did, I divided the numerator and the denominator by cos theta. So I wrote this step for your better understanding. When I divide any expression by cos theta, that means each and every term of that expression is being divided by that. So here sin theta is divided by cos theta is divided by cos theta, 1 is divided by cos theta. So this is the expression. Now next here I will get sin upon cos, that is tan theta minus 1 plus sec theta. Sin theta upon cos theta, that is tan theta plus 1 minus sec theta. Now do write these trigonometric ratios together in the numerator and in the denominator. Okay, so here next I am writing sec theta plus tan theta minus 1 divided by sec, okay, better to write tan theta minus sec theta, tan theta plus sec theta minus 1, and denominator says tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay, I wrote the same thing, just I wrote the trigonometric ratios all together. Tan theta plus sec theta minus 1, tan theta minus sec theta minus 1. Now what next? Okay, before I proceed, let me clear you one thing more. See, here I am trying to solve this by converting this in sec and tan form. But if I want to solve it by taking sin and cos only, it is also possible. But that method is, that's why I came to this method. Okay, now we have an identity that 1 plus tan squared theta is equal to 1 plus tan squared theta is equal to sec squared theta. So from here I can write sec squared theta minus tan squared theta is equal to 1. Okay, if I take this tan squared theta on that side, it will become sec squared theta minus tan squared theta is equal to 1. So at the place of 1 I do write this. Now one thing more, here I will replace this one only in the numerator, not in the denominator. Okay, so here I do write tan theta plus sec theta, and at the place of 1 I do write sec square theta minus tan square theta, and denominator I do write as it is, that is tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay, so now tan theta plus sec theta I do write as it is, and over here I can apply the identity of a square minus b square, that is sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta. Okay, sec theta plus tan theta into sec theta minus tan theta divided by tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Okay, now if you observe in the numerator, here in the first term I have tan theta plus sec theta, similarly in the denominator I have sec theta plus tan theta. Okay, sec plus tan or tan plus sec is same thing. So taking common sec theta plus tan theta, I took this much common, so what I left with, here I left with 1 minus, now if I open the bracket, or let me write one more step, this, and in the denominator I am rearranging this, I am writing first 1, then minus sec theta, then plus tan theta. Why I wrote so? Because I can see when I open the bracket, in the numerator I will get 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta. So I wrote the denominator in that order. So that means this term of the numerator and this denominator will cancel out each other, and I will left with sec theta plus tan theta. That means I got this third one directly. Okay, so now one thing more, be sure that when you apply the identity and when you take the common, definitely the term which you get in the second bracket will cancel out with the term in the denominator. At the max it can be happen that the sign of these three terms are opposite of the sign of these three terms. That means they will cancel out to give you 1, or they will cancel out to give you -1 if the sign of all three terms of this bracket, second bracket, and the sign of these three are different, inverse of each other, then by taking minus sign common I can cancel them. I'm cancelling this directly. Okay, so I will left with sec theta plus tan theta. So here I can say third one. So note it down up to this point, then we'll see how to get the remaining 3 from this. Okay, see, simply now if I rationalize I will get this, if I convert into sine and cos I will get this, and then if I again rationalize I will get this. So the only thing was how to get this particular expression. Okay, so note it down, then I will explain you once again in short, and then we'll proceed. Okay, so let me explain you once again. So this was the given expression, and here we have to convert it into sec tan form or cosec form. Even though if you are not understanding this thing ki in which form we should convert, simply start by dividing with the cos theta. Why cos theta? Because here sine of cos theta in the numerator and the denominator is different. Without thinking anything, simply start by dividing cos theta. Suppose if I make here sin theta negative and this cos theta positive, then in that case we'll divide by sin theta. We have to simply divide by that trigonometric ratios whose sign in the numerator and the denominator is not same, or in other words it must be different. So here I divided the numerator and denominator by cos theta. So I got sine upon cos, cos upon cos, 1 upon cos. Similarly over here, sine theta upon cos theta upon cos theta, and 1 upon cos theta. Sine upon cos, I wrote tan cos upon cos 1, and 1 upon cos theta sec theta. Similarly over here, I got tan theta plus 1 minus sec theta. Okay, then what I did, I wrote the trigonometric ratios together and the constant term alone. So tan plus sec minus 1, tan theta minus sec theta plus 1. Now here I applied the identity of sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. I replaced 1 by this, and here I applied the identity of a square minus b square. So I got a plus b, a minus b. Now from these two terms I can take sec theta plus tan theta common. So after taking common I left with 1 minus sec theta minus tan theta. So when you get 1 minus sec theta plus tan theta, which we have in the denominator as well. So by cancelling these two I got sec theta plus tan theta. Now we'll see how to solve it further. This sec theta as 1 upon cos theta plus tan theta as sin theta upon cos theta, and if I take this cos theta common, here I will get 1 plus sin theta. So here you can see actually I got the fourth one. Okay, second, third, yes, fourth one. Okay, again we have sec theta plus tan theta. So there are two ways. See, I can say that is there is 1 in the denominator, and at the place of 1 if I again put this identity, I will get this. This is the one way. Or another way, I can see in the denominator I need sec theta minus tan theta, so I am multiplying the numerator and the denominator by the same thing. That means here I have sec theta plus tan theta. Now what I will do, I will multiply the numerator and the denominator by sec theta minus tan theta, because I can see here in the denominator I have sec theta minus tan theta. Okay, so this gives you a plus b, a minus b, that is a square minus b square. So sec square theta minus tan square theta upon sec theta minus tan theta. Okay, and this square theta minus tan theta square is 1, so here I got 1 upon sec theta minus tan theta. So here I got this, and this. Now I need to prove the fourth one, so note it down up to this point. Okay, or I am solving this over here, then I will give you time to note down. Okay, so now again we come to this. Now 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, from this I will try to get this fourth one. So again here you can see we have 1 minus sin theta in the denominator. So what I will do, I will multiply the numerator and the denominator by 1 minus sin theta. So in the numerator I have identity a plus b, a minus b gives me b square, 1 square minus sin square theta, and in the denominator I have cos theta into 1 minus sin theta. So now this, see, 1 square is actually 1, so 1 minus sin square theta can be written as cos. Okay, with the help of identity sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, I can write that cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Okay, so here I square theta upon cos theta into 1 minus. Now here cos theta, here it is cos square theta, so 1 cos theta will cancel out from the numerator and denominator. So numerator has cos theta and denominator left with only 1 minus sin theta. So this is the last part. Okay, so note it down, then we come to the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question that is almost related to this. Next, that is question number 23 of main question 28. The only difference in this question and this question, here the expression, main expression is in the form of sine and cos, and to solve it further we converted it into the form of sec and tan. Okay, on the other hand the next question is directly given in that form. As I told you, either we have to convert into sec tan or cosec cot. So next question directly given in the form of cosec cot form. Question is cot theta plus cosec theta, cot theta plus cosec theta minus 1 upon cot theta minus cosec theta, cot theta minus cosec theta plus 1. So think for a while that how you solve this. See here it is already in that form, so no need to divide by anything, because whenever there are three terms in the numerator in this way, then we generally convert in the sec theta tan theta form or cot theta cosec theta form. Here it is already in that form, so you can directly start solving this. So think for a while, then I will give it solution. Okay, now let us see its solution. So simply here we'll replace this 1 by identity, and identity we'll apply is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosec square theta. So at the place of 1 I do write cos square theta minus cot square theta. So here I will start with LHS cot theta plus cosec theta minus 1 divided by cot theta minus cosec theta plus 1 is equal to 1, sorry, okay, LHS. So now cot theta plus cosec theta, and instead of 1 at the place of 1 I do write cosec square theta minus cot square theta. Okay, as I told you, whenever get this type of expression, you have to simply replace 1 by cosec square minus cot square or sec square minus tan square. And as I also told you that you have to apply this identity only in the numerator, not in the denominator. So this is cot theta plus cosec theta minus, now this is a square minus b square. So this is cosec theta minus cot theta into cosec theta plus cot theta. So denominator remains same, cot theta minus cosec theta plus 1. Now you can observe that cot theta plus cosec theta is common in the numerator. So if I take common cot theta plus cosec theta from the numerator, I will left with 1 minus cosec theta minus cot theta, and in the denominator I have cot theta minus cosec theta plus 1. Okay, now after this, see, if you observe, when you open the bracket, here you get 1 minus cosec theta plus cot theta. Here also we have 1 minus cosec theta plus cot theta. So actually I can say these two will cancel out, and I will left with only cot theta plus cosec theta. But let me solve it here further. Okay, so left hand side is equal to cot theta plus cosec theta multiplied by 1 minus, okay, multiplied by 1 minus cosec theta plus cot theta divided by 1 minus cosec theta plus cot theta. This is the left hand side. Okay, so this term will cancel out with this term, so in left hand side we will get cot theta plus cosec theta. Okay, so further LHS can be written as, now see, what we need to prove is in terms of sine and cos. So here I will convert this in terms of sine and cos. So this will become cos theta upon sine theta plus 1 upon sine theta. Now here if I take the LCM, I will get my answer. Therefore LHS is equal to, if I take the LCM as sine theta, here I will get cos theta plus 1. So hence I can write, therefore LHS is equal to RHS, hence proved. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now question number 24th, that is for your homework. It is almost similar to this. Now we'll see question number 25. Two, question number 25 is 2 sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta minus 3 sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, 2 sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta minus 3 cos raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta plus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Okay, so see how to solve it. So we'll start with the left hand side. 2 sine raised to 6 theta plus cos raised to 6 theta minus 3 sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta plus 1 is equal to 0. So sorry, plus 1 is equal to 0, that we have to prove. See, this is sine raised to 6 theta, cos raised to 6 theta. So I can in the form of sine square theta its cube and cos square theta its cube minus this I will do right as it is, that is 3 sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta without making any changes. Now here you can see it is a cube plus b cube, isn't it? This is a cube plus b cube. So apply the identity of a cube plus b cube. What is the identity of a cube plus b cube? That is a plus b in first bracket, then a square plus b square minus ab in the second bracket, isn't it? A plus b, a square plus b square minus ab. So here a is actually sine square theta. So a plus b in first bracket, then a square, that means sine square theta its square. Okay, in second bracket we have sine square theta square, a square, plus b square, that is cos square theta square, minus ab, that is sine square theta cos square theta. Okay, minus 3 sine raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta. This remains as it is. Now if you observe carefully, this sine square theta plus cos square theta gives you 1. Okay, simply I am removing this because these two are in multiplication, so 1 multiplied by anything 1. I'll expand this. Sin raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta minus sin square theta cos square theta minus 3 sin raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta. If I, what I will, theta plus 2 cos raised to 4 theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta minus 3 sin raised to 4 theta minus 3 cos raised to 4 theta is equal to, now you can find this first term and this 3 sin raised to 4 theta like terms. So minus 3 sin raised to 4 theta plus 2 cos raised to 4 theta minus 3 cos raised to 4 theta, and finally I do write minus 2 theta cos is equal to, now 2 sin raised to 4 theta minus 3 sin raised to 4 minus cos raised to 4 theta minus 2 sin square theta cos square theta. So note it down up to this point, then we'll see its further solution. Okay, so here I skip this plus 1, so here it is plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 and plus 1. Plus 1 is there. Okay, now after this, next step, okay, from here I can take common, so if I take minus sign common, I will get sin raised to 4 theta plus cos raised to 4 theta plus 2 sin square theta plus cos square theta plus 1. Now further if I write this as sin square theta whole square plus cos square theta whole square plus 2 into sin square theta into cos square theta plus 1. See, if you observe, this is just an identity, a square plus b square plus 2 into a into b, that is a plus b whole square, where sin square theta and b is cos square theta, so a plus b whole square plus 1. Okay, so if I solve it further, again you can see this sin square plus cos square theta is 1, so here I have 1 square plus 1. 1 here it is plus, and hence the sum will be 0 to RHS. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let's see the next. Okay, now we'll see some extra questions. Or before we come to the extra question, I think we skipped question number 20. 27 because they also include this type of questions only. So among question number 27, I am solving the second one of the question number 27 that we'll see over here. Then we come to the extra question. Question is, over there is a change in the question. It is 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta. In next bracket we have 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta Okay, that we have to identify which among the correct option. So 1 plus tan theta plus sec theta, 1 plus cot theta minus cosec theta. So we'll start its solution by left hand side. Okay, left hand side or right hand side, there isn't anything in right hand side. Simply I will start solving this. So here 1 plus sin theta upon cos theta. Okay, I am converting the trigonometric ratios in the form of sin cos theta. Over here it is 1 plus cos theta upon sin theta minus 1 upon sin theta. Now here definitely we can take LCM, so that will be cos theta. So in the numerator 1 theta plus sin theta plus 1. Over here I will get LCM as the sin theta, so here I will get sin theta plus cos theta minus 1. Okay, now what next? See, next definitely we have to multiply these two, but over there again we have to apply a trick. See, if common, that means sin theta plus cos theta. So if I consider this as A, so this will be B, and here this as A, so this will be B. That means here I can apply the identity of A plus B, A minus B. If you are not getting this identity, then you have to multiply to term, and that will definitely take some extra time. So here I am applying the identity, and so I plus sin theta whole square minus 1 square. In the denominator cos theta multiplied by sin theta, simply cos theta sin theta. Okay, now over here if I expand it, what I cos theta plus 2 cos theta sin theta minus 1. Simply I applied the identity of A plus B whole square. A square plus B square plus 2AB, and minus 1 I wrote S, divided by, in the denominator we have cos theta sin theta. Now if you observe, in the numerator there is an identity sin square theta plus cos square theta. So here I can write 1 plus 2 cos theta sin theta minus 1 divided by cos theta sin theta. So here plus 1 minus 1 cancel out, so we left with 2 cos theta sin theta upon cos theta sin theta. So this will again cancel out, so ultimately I will get 2. So this is the final answer. Okay, so among the options it is actually C. Okay, so note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now see that extra question. Okay, so question is uh, tan A upon 1 minus cot A, tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta minus cot theta plus is there cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta is equal to 1 plus sec theta cosec theta, 1 plus sec theta cosec theta. Okay, so let us see how to solve this. Definitely we'll start with left hand side, so tan theta upon 1 minus cot theta plus cot theta upon 1 minus tan theta. So there are two ways to solve this. I can convert this cot, these two cot in terms of tan, and then I can solve, or I can convert all trigonometric ratios in the form of sine and cos. So I am converting all in the terms of sine theta and cos theta. So um, here tan theta is sine theta upon theta divided by 1 minus cos theta upon sine. What I did, I replaced tan by sine upon cos and this cot by cos upon sine. Similarly over here I do write cos theta upon sine theta divided by 1 minus sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, so here it is sine theta upon, and over here if I take the LCM I do get sine theta minus cos sine theta, sine theta minus cos theta upon, over here I do get cos theta upon sine theta divided by cos theta minus sine theta upon cos theta. Okay, so now here let me explain you. This is actually A upon B divided by C upon D. That is A upon B divided by C upon D. That is A upon B multiplied by D upon C. Simply I will interchange these denominators. Okay, denominator of the numerator will come in the main denominator. Okay, and the denominator of the denominator will come in the main numerator. Simply this cos theta comes downwards and sin theta comes in the numerator. Similarly over here. So when I do upon cos theta multiplied by sin theta plus, over here I do get cos squared theta upon sin theta into cos theta minus sin theta. Okay, I hope it is clear up to this point. Now next, see, now if you observe carefully, here we have sine minus cos and here we have cos minus sine in the denominator. That means if I make this sign minus, I can do write here sin theta minus cos theta. Okay. Okay, so try to solve it further, then I will give it further solution. Okay, so next step I am writing LHS is equal to sine square theta upon cos theta into sine theta minus cos theta minus, okay, as I told you I am making minus so that I can convert or revert the sign of these two. So here I do write cos square theta upon sin theta multiplied by sin theta minus cos theta. Okay, here it was cos minus sine, I took minus sine common, so here it becomes sine minus cos. Now you observe carefully, uh, I can take 1 upon sine minus cos theta common. Here it is 1 upon sine theta minus cos theta, here again I have 1 upon sine theta minus cos theta. So I am taking 1 upon sine theta minus cos theta common. So when I take this common, what I left with, sine square upon cos theta, sine square theta upon cos theta minus cos square theta upon sine theta. Okay, now when I solve it further, here it is 1 upon sine theta minus cos theta. Okay, now here you can take sine theta cos theta as LCM. So if I take sine theta cos theta LCM, so in the numerator I do get sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. Okay, now here again you should get clicked one identity. It is a cube minus b cube, and a cube minus b cube is a minus b a square plus b square plus ab. So in the numerator I can write sin theta minus cos theta multiplied by sin square theta plus cos square theta minus sin theta cos theta divided by sin theta minus cos theta into sin theta cos theta. Okay, so next step, see, now this sin theta minus cos theta I can cancel out, and at the place of sin square cos square theta I can write 1, and this minus sin theta cos theta remains as it is, and this sin theta cos theta also remains as it is. So note it down up to this point. This is almost done, but note it down up to this point, then I will explain you once again and then we'll proceed. Okay, so before I proceed, let me explain you once again. Simply what I did, I started with by converting trigonometric ratios in terms of sine and cos. So tan theta I wrote as sine upon cos, cot as cos upon sine, similarly over here. Now in the denominator I took LCM, so I got sine minus cos upon sine, and over here I got cos theta minus sine theta upon cos theta. Then I simplified this. I took sine theta in the numerator, cos theta over here. So here I got sine square theta into cos theta multiplied by sine minus cos. Over here I got cos square theta upon sine multiplied by cos minus sine. Now next what I did, I here it was cos minus sine, here it is sine minus cos. To make them same, I took minus sign common. When I took minus sign common, so this positive sign becomes negative, and here I got sine minus cos. Now 1 upon sine minus cos can be taken common from two terms. So I took 1 upon sine minus cos common. So here I got sine square theta upon cos theta, theta upon theta. Further, here I took the LCM, that is sine theta cos theta. So here I got sine cube theta minus cos cube theta. Then I applied the identity of a cube minus b cube, that is a minus b, a square plus b square minus ab. This sine theta minus cos theta cancel out with this sine minus cos. Here I left with sine square plus cos square minus sine theta cos theta. This sine square theta plus cos square theta I replaced by 1, then minus sine theta cos theta and denominator as it is. Now if you observe the right hand side, here we have in the form of sec, cosec and 1. So if I divide individually, okay, what I can write 1 upon theta cos theta. Okay, one thing more, here it is the identity of a cube minus b cube, so this should be plus. It is a minus b, then a square plus b square plus ab, not minus ab. So here now I can write next step 1 upon sine theta cos theta plus sine theta cos theta upon sine theta cos theta. Okay, so here I can write this 1 upon sine theta into 1 upon cos theta plus 1. Okay, so ultimately in last step here I will get cos sec theta plus 1, or I do write last that is given in the question. So 1 plus sec theta cosec theta, that is equal to RHS. Okay, so hence proved. So please note it down. So that is all about this lecture. Now in next lecture we'll see some more questions, some extra questions related to the trigonometric identities. Till then, bye, thank you, take care, stay